Got ourselves team 2 together with Chat over on the Retribution Paladin Array to go with Seavark over in the back as a Frosty. We got an Exert over as a Feral Droid. Which one did we switch over? Was it Certified? Might have been Cert. With Linthania as well as Rep over on the standby as the two Druids looking for each other. Feral versus a balance. Normally, the cat is the chicken every single time. Although I think there was a Feral Druid that Sensei brought in, like a homie of his. I forget that man's name because I'm not good with names at all, but he was blasting melees. Technically, Ferals are still really good against casters of the Boomkin, but Boomies, like if played optimally, ooh, you got quite a bit of damage in general. By the way, Feral buffs coming out on Tuesday, those are looking really good. Even buffing the Moonfire build too. Not for maybe for PvP also, but I know that they're buffing it for PvE for sure. Some of those talents are getting buffed up for both. Gonna be full Convoke by Light. I blinked and I missed it. I know he got knocked up in the air and then he just died. I blinked and I missed it. You know, I was talking about how Ferals usually win this kind of matchup, but Boomies can do well. I think that's what I meant by Boomies can do well. Wait, did you miss a Cyclone? Was that a Shadow Melt? He melted your clone, but he still got a clone either way, though. He got himself a trinket to break out of it. Life needs everything. He needs to survive right now. Heart of the Wild. He needs to get some barrel fortification rolling in. Where's the Ursol's health buff when you need it? From Pandaria, it does go down. Barks can still not available. Unless you got yourself maybe like a root on the guy and then just fled the scene of the crime. That's about all you could have done. Stone into Rep, not much you could really do right now. Drink out of Sin just to keep the pressure rolling. Rep with an immunity, able to at least avoid some of the damage taken. Sin with an evasion. Rep needs to find a way to CC Sin. That'll go Darkness. Flying up in the air, decided to establish aerial dominance. Sin backing up out of there. Rep though is still kind of in a weird spot. We'll be able to see Sin, hopefully. Trying to go for a bit of a okay. Darkness, maybe that'll be enough. Stun, as Sin tried to see if he can close the gap. Blade Dance, maybe. Got himself a big cleave. Oh, hold on a second. Got himself a quick charge. Needs to get back into Darkness if possible. The Sin still got plenty of damage, so he's staying on you with a Cloak of Shadows. Maybe not Cloak of Shadows. There was definitely Dance, but it looked like Cloak for a second. As Shadow's going to be up next. Immediate stab by the Rogue as he does get clipped by the Consecration, but it's able to bail out of there fairly quickly. Sin and DH, that was a close one. I was thinking the DH may just have it, but Sin barely lived by this kind of a sea. Is still holding on to Cheat Death too, as Chet trying to see if he could proc it. Vanish out of Sin, able to break out of there, is able to go in for pistol shots immediately. He's just relentless, he's just aggressive. He sees the Shield of Vengeance, he doesn't care. That's gonna be Cheat Death into a blind. I guess he's just trying to see if he can pop Paladin's bubble. Just trying to put his Cheat Death and cooldown just to get the most value out of it, right? Pistoling the guy from a distance. Hold on a second. Got himself a bit of an evasion. Chet still can hit him. Hold on. Some of the abilities cannot be dodged easily. This rogue is just staying in the entire time. Hold on. Is he going to get a bubble out of the guy? Auto attack. Full wings. Chet got himself plenty of damage. Sin without a Cheat Death just goes in with a hammer, trying to find some cover, knowing that there's going to be somebody next up running out of that side of the arena. And Chat's still holding on to an immunity for now. This could be huge for him right here. Blind immediately onto Lotto, trying to see if he can maybe secure himself a little bit of line of sight behind the pillar into a human ratio to break out of that stun. That's going to be a full setup by Lotto with big bursts as the Fury of the Eagle comes out. Chet got himself a bubble, trying to see if he can go counter offensive versus Lotto as he got himself big defenses. Chet with a stun, playing it super defensive. Harpoon right after, can't really break out of this one. Shield defense last second, giving you literally no health to work with. Do you go for heal or just go full on damage? I think he tried to see if he can go full on aggression mode, but couldn't quite sustain. That's going to be a binding shot onto Linthania as he's trying to see if he can close the gap immediately and does get hit with a stun. Trinkets out of it immediately with a human racial. Did you try to go for a stun on the pet? He did go for a stun on the pet, but a freezing trap is going to stop you. For Lotto, he does need to go for Hunter's Mark. Grapple Hook is going to let the Outlaw Rogue close that gap so easily. Feign Death for just a quick second as Lotto trying to find his way out of this situation. Cloak of Shadows for Linthania, trying to go for Explosive Shot, will not be able to land it whatsoever. Dak or Makima are going to be up next. It's going to be Dak charging in before Linthania find himself a reset. Does go in for the big bleed. Trinket out of Dak really early though. Does go in for a stun to follow onto Linthania. Able to get himself quite a bit of damage. Blind to follow. No more Trinket. Linthania still has a bleed. Rotting him for a little, but unless Dak can reconnect easy quickly, he should be able to catch a reset either way though. Does not have any more dots. Yeah, the blades for Fury Warriors just don't last long at all. They're solid if you can stay on the target the entire time, but they're not solid whatsoever. Does go for the couple ambushes, missing that Maybe using that shockwave a little bit too early before he turned around for Lentania does at least enable his defensive. Lentania with an evasion able to avoid the ability for Dak to even hit a bloodthirst or two. Still can go in for a impending victory. That should be non-dodgeable. I believe stun. I don't think there's anything he can do. Yeah, I think it's just locked down and over. Makima, last one left, trying to give Lentania, I think, a proper honor duel here. I think he's just trying to give him a proper shot. Lentania doesn't take it. He's in stealth. I don't know if he wants to give him. Hold on, because Makima, he knows if he gets the opener, if he gets a stun on the guy, that could be pretty bad. And the crowd literally roars to see both rogues going to stealth, because even the crowd in the game knows that, oh no, get him out of here. Get these rogues out of here. We're going to have to watch a stealth duel where we see nothing in front of ourselves. Oh, trust me, there's a lot of exciting things happening. It's just happening in stealth from your line of sight. Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. Lentania kind of scouring close to Makima, but doesn't quite. Wait, hold on a second. Maybe randomly Blade Flurries? Oh, he does find him. I wonder how much of it was stream peeking. Little peeking on the stream as Makima trying to see if he can respond with aggression. Kidney shot to follow. Lentania got himself a little bit of damage. Ambushes are puncturing right through Makima. Goes in for a vanish immediately. If only Outlaw Royce had some kind of a bleed, the Makima would be out and about. Maybe that could be a talent in the future, like give pistol shots a bleed effect or something. That'd be kind of cool. Or like give us a mastery with a bleed or something. I'd be neat as well, because our mastery's kind of whatever right now. Well, Lentania looking for the guy. Makima caught a full reset. Eyes available on either side. Got himself that numbing poison. Interesting. Even stream peak is okay with that. Yeah. Use whatever tools you got, right? Lentania does pick up the eye. Hold on a second. I see we're just sitting out in the middle of the arena. Was he going to pick up one of the eyes by chance? Makima trying to see if he can catch up with Lentania. Human Rachel to break out of the stun. Makima getting locked down though. Not a lot of ways out. Does have himself one more vanish available. Kidney onto Lentania, but it's not going to be long at all. Makima looking for a reset behind the pillar. Does get Blade Flurried with no dots. The Blade Flurry did hit, but he still had the vanish buff active, so he didn't take him out of stealth or anything. Lentania has only limited amount of AoE. He can only Blade Flurry every so often. And you might be just looking aggressive for this eyeball. Dampening is super high. Lentania got the trinket advantage here too in 30 seconds. If you have an invasion too, then you definitely have advantage over Makima. Makima knows where you are. You're checking on your corners. You know more or less where he might be. I don't think... Is it going to be behind this pillar? Check the other one. I think the eye might have run out by this point. Maybe staying out in the open and letting Makima get the opener on you might not be the worst at this point. Does get sapped up. Makima has a vanish going back up, so he's feeling pretty confident. Lentania, next stun you have on Makima, you might just have to find a way to lock him down and then delete him out of the game before he gives himself another vanish. Just like he did just there. Kind of guessing where he might be. Does poke out for a second. Grappling around. Makima, I think, tried to auto. Wait, Makima did try to auto. Hold on a second. Makima did... Unless it's like a slice and dice? What is that? That's not... It looked like an auto. It looked like he was trying to auto him. Cheap shot into Lentania. Doesn't take too much damage. Have himself a cloak. Makima with a cloak really early as the cheap shot still goes through. Cannot dodge those. Lentania trying to see if he can build up a little bit of damage. Makima with a step, with an evasion available, but those ambushes will still go through the evasion. They don't even care, especially if you put you back to the guy. Those ambushes are going to go through your defenses into a kidney shot into somebody hard. Makima, a little bit of health available. Lentania, not a lot of health available. Does have a trinket for this one. Makima looking to get a secret technique. Doesn't quite take down Lentania. Blind to follow. Does Lentania stay in? Makima is hoping to maybe end this duel right now. As Lin catches a reset. Cheap shot really quickly. Do you have them between the eyes combos? Trying to see if you can maybe end him. Cheat death on a Makima. Lentania still says cheat death. Blind to follow. Does Makima have a stun? That is the question. If he has a stun, he might just end it right here. Gouge? You have a stun. You need a stun. Unless you're just done. Stun is super hard. Wait a second, that's a mistake. Disarm to fall. Lentania, that gets you. What is this duel between two rogues? What is this? It did get a little exciting towards the end of it. Lentania does pick up 3 as well. Not terrible. Oh my god. This is why double vanish needs to be pruned. You know what? I'm okay if they were to prune double vanish. Like, give them full cooldown reduction if you want to. That double vanish, though, is a little silly. You know what I mean? Just for duels. Like in PvE, it's awesome. Just I think in duels specifically, it's just a little weird. Let's get another one going.